Okay, guys, hi. So this reading is going to be on Megan Thee Stallion and her new boo. Well, I think if I remember correctly, they did claim each other because they posted a picture of them kissing or whatever. And I think it was on Instagram, so I'm assuming, they're claiming each other or whatever. But yeah, this reading is going to be on Megan Thee Stallion and her boyfriend, Klay Thompson. Okay, so I don't know anything about him. I'm going to assume because he's super tall that he's an athlete, and I'm going to guess basketball. I could be entirely wrong, I'll be honest with you, but I'm gonna assume he's in type of sports or entertainment industry, similar to she's in the entertainment industry or something like that. So I don't know. Sorry. I probably should have looked it up. Like, I got a picture of him, but I didn't bother looking more into him, to be honest with you. But it's whatever. I'll find out after I do this damn reading. But yeah, anyway, this reading, I'm just going to be pulling on, their energies, on how they're feeling about this relationship. And I might pull some cards on, like, how does Megan directly feel about Klay, and how does Klay directly feel about Megan, stuff like that. So yeah, let's get into this reading and see what comes out. Oh, of course, if I remember, once I get to the end of this reading, I might just go ahead and pull some cards to see how Megan's ex-boyfriend, Partisan Fontaine, feels about her moving on publicly with this new guy. So yeah. Anyway, let's hop into the reading. Hopefully you guys like it. Okay, so the tarot card on the left will represent Megan's energy of how she currently, I guess I pulled on her current energy for this relationship. I just love how I just pull cards and I automatically forget my question. But whatever. So the tarot card on the right represents Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson. His energy of, inside the relationship. Guys, just stay with me, guys. Stay with me. And the tarot card in the middle will represent, clarify the energy between Megan and Klay for, their relationship energy. Put it like that. Again, to put it simple, tarot card on the left represents Megan's energy in this relationship. Tarot card on the right represents Klay's energy in this relationship. And the tarot card in the middle represents the energy between them in this relationship. Simple. Alright, let's hop into it. I'll flip over all the tarot cards and tell you guys how it is. Okay, first tarot card on the right represents Megan's energy in this relationship. We have the reverse Two of Wands. Why did I know that card was going to come out? Okay, anyway. Tarot card on the right, which represents Klay's energy in this relationship. We have the Two of Pentacles. Oh, well, both twos. Okay. And the tarot card in the middle represents, the energy between Megan and Klay for, whatever their energy in the relationship. We have the Five of Wands. Oh, okay. Okay, first glance. I'm confused. How did they even meet? How did they even decide to go out with each other? I'm a little confused now. Because this feels so random, unplanned. Like, did they even have time to build an actual relationship with each other? I guess we'll just go ahead and hop into it. So the first tarot card we have is the reverse Two of Wands, which is Megan's energy in this relationship. And the reverse Two of Wands is almost like Megan, she feels like this was very last minute. Things didn't go her way because I'm getting this vibe of trying to either reach out or trying to be in a relationship with other people. And it didn't work out. Like, it's like I'm getting failure. Plans keep failing. Attempts keep failing. So it's almost like her right now in this relationship with Klay feels like plan C, maybe even plan D. So which makes me think, who was option A, B? Like, I'm being honest with you guys. I don't think Klay was Megan's first option of dating. I feel like she attempted to date or try to get close to or connected to someone else, and it didn't work out because for some reason keep getting this energy of failure, having to backtrack, use your backup plan, and try to make something work from something else. Almost like she strategically planned for this or that to happen when it comes to her love life, and that didn't work out. So it's almost like you have to improvise and just like say, F it, I guess I'll go with this person or this option. I guess I'll just wing it. It's giving me a little bit of that. In the reverse, 2 of Wands connecting to the 5 of Wands, which is again telling me that multiple options, because this is like 5 of Wands, like competition, rivalry, and fighting for something that you really want. So again, I feel like I don't think this has anything to do with Klay. I feel like she was competing to be someone else's partner. Like, why do I feel like she lost? Like, there's like competition to be with someone, but I don't think this has anything to do with Klay. I feel like she was trying to be with someone else, but it didn't work out, or she lost to someone else. Like, another girl or another woman got the man that she wanted, and she got like, oh man, I gotta go to my backup dude or option C or whatever. It's giving a little bit of that. Yeah, the 5 of Wands connecting to the reverse 2 of Wands. Sorry guys, I'm thinking. Again, who's she it's almost like trying to prove a point. She tried to plan something out, try to be with someone else, didn't work out. Someone possibly could have won the guy that she actually wanted, so she got stuck with the leftovers. Sorry, I'm not trying to say Klay's leftovers. I'm just trying to process my thoughts of what I'm getting from these cards. Yeah, I'm getting heavy vibes from Megan of, I'll rather have a relationship versus no relationship. I'd rather have a person than no person. I'd rather have a prize than the prize, or better than no prize. And like focusing my attention on the 5 of Wands. Why do I feel like both of them were competing, but competing for 2 completely different things? Almost like Megan was competing with other women for someone else, but Klay was competing for Megan. How interesting. It's weird. It's almost like he wanted her more than she wanted him, but she settled for him because she couldn't get the person that she wanted. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm trying to break it down. Like, the thoughts are popping inside my head as I'm looking at these cards, trying to interpret them. Like, I'm so confused. Like, these two feel like they're on two different wavelengths. I'm so confused. Like, I'm sorry. Like, how are these two even together? Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what? One person want this person, other person want that person? Huh? Like, what? Okay, let me focus on Klay Thompson's, energy in his relationship. We have the 2 of Pentacles, which is trying to balance and prioritize certain things. So he could be trying to balance having a relationship now that he went public with Megan, and also balance his career and other things in his life. I actually do think Klay really wants to, I guess you can say, make things work with Megan. Cause I feel like he's very focused on trying to balance out career and relationships right now. He's actually putting in the effort towards Megan to make sure this relationship can maintain its momentum. And if we are connecting the 2 of Pentacles to the 5 of Wands, again, it's giving me trying to compete or trying to fight for what you want, and that has to be Megan, which I find very interesting, because what I said earlier about Megan and him probably not being her first option, to be honest with you, but I guess she's his first option, or I don't know. I feel like he's like, I guess you can describe it as he chased her or pursued her. I think there's like a term for it when it comes to like people who are seeking a relationship with somebody. You pursue or you chase them or whatever. I feel like he did that. He did the chase and stuff like that. A lot of people say that's kind of normal for men to do that, but yeah, I just feel like he put a lot more effort into trying to make this a official relationship, or try to make things a lot more official between him and Megan versus Megan. I'm a little worried, because when it comes to like energy like that with the 5 of Wands and 2 of Pentacles, that can come off like putting in so much effort that you're that flexible to someone or to attain someone. It can give a little bit of pushover, or like overly, simping for somebody, that you lose your own self-respect, your own morals, just to appease someone else or make them happy or win them over. I feel like that could be a problem. Funny enough, again with 2 of Pentacles, even though I do think he did pursue Megan, try, compete for her to, be with her, whatever. I do think he was either talking to someone. I'm not sure it was serious or not, but I feel like he was talking to someone before he went, 10 toes down for Megan, which is very interesting because I feel like that might be a problem in the future because he could have had an option but discarded the option for Megan, almost like, an upgrade or something better, something like that. So that could be a problem in the future. Him, choosing Megan or prioritizing her, or saw Megan as more valuable than another person, that he didn't pursue something with this other woman, but immediately did it to Megan. So I wonder, will that be a problem in the future? I don't know. Weirdly enough, despite this questionable forming of this relationship, I do see a little bit of, stability, comfort. I feel like there is logic behind it. I don't think it's logic as in, oh, this is PR per se. I just feel like logic as in being realistic being realistic about this relationship, what it can bring, what it can do, like stuff like that. Okay, but anyway, I'm gonna pull some more cards. I'm gonna pull cards on how does Megan currently feel about Klay, and I'm gonna pull some cards on how Klay currently feels about Megan. And then, if I remember, I will pull some cards, on Megan Thee Stallion's ex, Parson Fontaine, see how he feels about her new relationship and stuff like that. Okay, my bad. Restroom break. Anyway, so I pulled some tarot cards to represent how they currently feel about each other. So the tarot card on the left represent how does Megan currently feel about Klay, and then the tarot card on the right represent how does Klay currently feel about Megan Thee Stallion, and the tarot card in the middle will represent, the energy between and clarification of the energy between Megan and Klay, how they feel about each other. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to flip on and tell you guys how it is. Okay, the tarot card on the left represent Megan Thee Stallion's feelings towards Klay, how she feels about Klay or whatever. We have the reverse Empress card. Okay, we'll come back to that. The tarot card on the right represents Klay on how he currently feels about Megan Thee Stallion. We have the Three of Wands. Okay, I see where this is going. Oh, Lordy. Again, now we got threes and again, a reverse and upright. Okay, I'll come back to that. And the tarot card in the middle will represent the energy between Megan and Klay, how they feel about each other. We have the Nine of Cups. Okay. See, I'm not surprised. Okay, let's hop into Megan's feelings or her perspective on how she feels about Klay with the reverse Empress card. Okay, so when I first heard about these two being together, when I saw a picture of him, the first thing I thought was like, is he even Megan's type? Which is crazy because I don't know nothing about Megan, but this guy doesn't seem like he would fit her as a partner. What I mean by that, I feel like the type of guy that I would assume Megan to be with is someone who gives off like, big dick energy, very I know this might sound bad, but who got like this kind of toxic vibe. I'm not saying Megan deserved to be with someone like awful. I'm just saying the type of energy, like, how some people are very possessive. They can be easily, be jealous and stuff like that. Personally, to me, I feel like it's toxic or whatever. But a lot of people like that with a partner. They like with a partner to get jealous or get possessive with them. And I feel like the type of guy that Megan would like to be with is someone who possesses like strongly considered negative or toxic traits and stuff like that. That's what I think. This guy gives me very, square, kind of lame-ish vibes for some reason. I'm not sure why. He just feels a little too goody two-shoes. And with that reverse Empress card, now I'm starting to think maybe Megan feels the same way too, kind of. Like, he's like the safe option, Like the, I guess you can say the term like the nice guy or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, back to the reverse Empress card. The reverse Empress card, especially when it's directed towards men, that's like my mommy's issues, mama's boy, someone who seeks women who, I wouldn't say controls them, but has a more dominant dominant vibes or dominant auras. Kind of like, you know, a mom in a way. I know that sounds really, really bad, but a lot of guys like women who either reminds them of their mother or gives off this strong parent vibes, like tell you what to do, nag you, like try to control you. You listen to them, they will listen to you. That type of dynamic, you know. And Megan feels that way. Megan feels like Clay's a little submissive in a way, because she feels like she's almost in this type of energy where she's coming off too aggressive or too, I'm not going to say masculine, I'm going to say dominant, too dominant when it comes to him. And strangely enough, even though it does make her feel kind of weird about herself, because it makes you, I don't know, like, I guess she makes her question herself, like question her own, I guess you can say femininity, since she's have to be in this almost dominant like energy with him. But at the same time, the reverse Empress card connecting to the Nine of Cups is someone who will or who is, you know, they kind of like it, like in a way, they kind of like it. Like if she didn't know now, but she found satisfaction in control of him, like having. Sorry, guys, this is hard to explain. It's very hard to explain this dynamic or this feeling that I'm having with these cards from Megan towards Klay. I guess you can say she has found satisfaction in being able to, I guess, wear the pants in a relationship, have control, have say, almost like she say something or do something, he follows. She's found very satisfaction in it because it allows her to guide this relationship to where it needs to go, almost like do what she wants to do without too much pushback. I don't know. I feel like there's some type of being pleased and being happy about him being submissive towards her. It's like weird. It's like when someone's like a doormat, they are a simp, they are a people pleaser. It's almost like someone abusing someone's like kindness in a way. I know it sounds really, really bad. Again, I don't think he's that upset about it. I don't really think he feels that type of way about it. Like some people would be like, "What? That's awful. She's using him or abusing his kindness and this and that." But I really don't think he give a crap. Like I wouldn't be surprised that's some type of like secret, internal, I don't know, sexual kink or fantasy of a woman, you know, being controlled, dominating him, him being the submissive woman, stuff like that. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. To be honest with you, some guys like that. Okay. And I really don't think he finds that a problem of, you know, Megan wearing the pants. It's almost like he is comfortable with Megan taking on a role that most people wouldn't assume or most people wouldn't, I guess, agree with for a woman, if you catch my drift. And I feel like with the Nine of Cups in the middle, next to the reverse Empress cards, Megan doesn't mind. She actually, either she's starting to like it or she's starting to realize that she kind of like this dynamic. But at the same time, there is a little bit of lack of respect because of it. Of, like, I guess you can say almost like looking down on him by the fact that he does not have enough self-respect to, I guess, be the dominant one or whatever. I don't know. It's like a weird energy. It's like she likes it, but she also like, wow, how pathetic. Like, is he really gonna let me just do this and that, like without a problem? And then she's like, I actually kind of like this. Like, I like him being submissive. I like him listening. I like that he's not gonna bother me with whatever I can. Like, I can do whatever I want. This and that. It's like it's weird back and forth of like no respect for you. Like, are you really a man to, ooh, I like this. I like when men are beneath me. I like that he's submissive. I like that I control this relationship. I'm in charge. It's like this weird back and forth energy with Megan is what I'm getting. It's like she's enjoying it, but also like she's not used to it. So she's like judging him and judging what he likes. Again, that's why I say it gives me like some weird, there's some like weird kink in here. I'm not sure what it is. It gives me those vibes. Okay, so let's hop over to Klay Thompson's side, his perspective on his feelings about Megan. You have the Three of Wands, which is telling me that he sees Megan. Well, some people can say that's long term, but it's more like he sees some type of future, like wanting to grow and be with Megan. So again, he's seeking some type of long term relationship, like a serious relationship, whatever. And he feels like Megan is exactly the type of woman that he needs in his life. For some reason, I'm getting this, like, this is his first time being with a woman like Megan. I'm not sure what that means. Almost like Megan's like the spice that helps, the spice in his bland world. Or maybe his dating history has been, pretty, normal, casual, nothing too crazy. And then Megan's the first person to, like, shake it up or be completely different than all the other women that he could have dated or been seen with or something like that. I don't know what it is. Something about Megan he finds very exciting, fun, different, and he really wants to like hold on to her as long as he can. Because like Three of Wands is expansion, growth, travel. That's going like foresight into the future. That could be seen as long term too, like something like that. And then if we're connecting the Three of Wands to the Nine of Cups, that could come off like, oh, this is my dream girl that I've been wishing for or seeking out, searching for and stuff like that. The type of woman that I need in my life right now, or the type of woman I always kind of wanted, but I never knew I could find it. Something about Megan that he really likes. I'm not sure what it is yet, but something about her. Something, maybe it's her attitude, the way she carries herself, or because she's from a different, walk of life, her personality, because, the whole, hot girl summer and stuff like that. She comes off very this and that. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is. He just likes that. I definitely do think that he likes that Megan kind of leads herself. She isn't looking for, a man to lead, to provide, protect, per se. He likes that she kind of does her own thing. She's very confident in what she wants. She doesn't need to go to him for like validation or seeking some type of approval or any type of stuff like that. He seems to find pleasure in women that are very independent that can take care of themselves because he enjoys following. It's almost like he wants someone else to be the leader so he can be the follower. And he finds like fun or excitement in following someone else, especially a woman, aka Megan. Okay, y'all cannot tell me there's not some type of kink going on here. I feel like this, allegedly for entertainment purposes, allegedly, I feel like this Klay Thompson person got some type of dominating kink or something. I don't know what this is. I keep picking up on. It's almost like he finds some type of enjoyment from having a woman or having Meg have control or leadership over him and him just following suit, like being submissive towards her, listening to her and following everything that she says to do without question. Like it giving a little bit of some women dominating kink going on here. One more thing before I pull some more clarification cards. Again, I feel like they're both pretty satisfied with this relationship, even with Meg, despite these alleged kinks or whatever. I feel like despite her liking this type of power dynamic or dynamic in this relationship, I do think Megan needs to be careful because the reverse 3 Empress and then we got the 3 of Wands upright for him. It's giving me like communication can be a little jumpy. So it makes me think that Megan probably needs to be careful with her mouth because she's very back and forth about like, oh, I like this being controlled wearing the pants to wow, you're like a coward, you're not a man, or like no self-respect. And I feel like she needs to be careful with her mouth because she could let that slip, those second inner feelings, how she feels about the whole situation because she's not used to it. She might let it slip. And that could cause some problems. Either that could embarrass him, make him feel some type of way. Because, so far, she's going along with it. She does like it, but at the same time, since she's not used to it, there's, a back and forth in her head about, wow, this is so pathetic, to, I enjoy this, dynamic, It's like a back and forth type of thing. So Megan definitely needs to be careful with her mouth when it comes to addressing this dynamic in this relationship. I guess you can say so she avoids hurting Clay's feelings. Cause maybe this is his first time having a relationship dynamic like this. This could have been something like very secretive that he always wanted, like almost like a secret fantasy, and he never been able to find the right woman to, I guess, play into it. Versus now with Megan, so I don't know. I'm gonna pull some more cards to clarify their feelings towards each other. Okay, I pulled 3 more tarot cards to clarify their energies towards each other. Again, the tarot card on the left represents Megan, how she currently feels about Klay, and the tarot card on the right represents Clay's energy around how he currently feels about Megan Thee Stallion, and the tarot card in the middle will clarify the energy between Megan and Klay, how they feel about each other. So yeah. So the tarot card on the left, we have the Ten of Cups. Tarot card on the right, we have the reverse Six of Cups, and tarot card in the middle, we have the reverse King of Pentacles. Okay, first glance, Klay might be worried about one of Megan Thee Stallion's ex. Reverse King of Pentacles. Wait a minute, was Parson Fontaine an Earth sign, right? I feel like he was an Earth sign. Was he a Capricorn? I think I remember something like him being an Earth sign. And who was the other guy she was with? The dude with the multiple women or side chicks or baby mamas or whatever. There was another dude that she was seen with recently before the Klay dude. I can't remember his name. I'm not sure if he's an Earth sign. But anyway, jump into his reading. Again, 10 of Cups for Megan. She does like Klay. She likes his connection. I do think the Ten of Cups connecting to the reverse King of Pentacles, which is telling me that she likes that Klay is not the typical guy that she would go for. Because it's giving me like the opposite of like, oh, the dream guy, the future, I don't know, entrepreneur, future crazy businessman, crazy powerful guy or whatever. Someone who is heavily involved with trying to be famous, make a lot of money. Again, I think Klay's like a sports person or play basketball, football. I don't know, sports something. I don't know. Like she likes that his fame and his clout are not connected to her. I'm assuming that means like they're not in the same industry, as in like there's no type of weird overlap of personal people in her circle overlapping to her relationship. That could have been a problem before in the past when a lot of people, they run in the same circle. I think Klay is completely outside her circle. And because of that, in her mind, Klay has completely different values. And she likes that his values are outside of trying to be number one best, trying to gain all this money and wealth, who's obsessed with, climbing the ladder, reaching a certain status. She likes that his focus isn't on things like that. She finds comfort, harmony, peace with her connection with Klay due to him being outside of her normal industry of men that she, pursue or seeks. Okay, hopping over to Klay's energy. For some reason, the Six of Cups in reverse. That's past. Why he's worried about her past? Like I said earlier, like, is he worried about an ex? Is he worried that Megan might go back to her ex? Is he feeling insecure that he doesn't fit a certain type of box? Which is funny because I think Megan actually likes that he doesn't fit a certain type of box, or that he doesn't act anything like the previous guys that she's been with or connected to. She likes that. Funny enough, he could feel insecure that he's not like her type in a way, because this is weird comparing the past to now and feeling like, oh, I need to overcompensate so I can be just on the same level or be even greater for Meg. What is this? This naive, innocent, like vibes that I'm getting from Klay, which is interesting. Like, this man's a grown man. I'm not sure how old he is. I'm assuming he's in his 20s or 30s or whatever, because he looks pretty young. And I think Megan's in her late 20s or something like that. But for some reason, I'm getting this vibe of like being naive. Like, I'm getting this vibe of like Klay being very naive and innocent, almost like was he sheltered? like shelter as a kid or something like that. Why does he? I'm sorry, I'm trying to explain this the best I can. It's like his energy and his mindset with this reverse as a cup is reminding me of like middle school boy of like, oh, am I gonna be? Can I like live up to the expectations of this person or for this person? Or like, oh, her ex looked like this, but I'm completely different. Like, am I even her type? Do I need to mold myself to be her type? This is where it's like, I just feel like him comparing himself, or even outside people, like a public, comparing him to other people, that might be a problem. Because I'm not sure what his relationship past looked like, his relationship history looked like. I don't think, I don't think he dated a woman like Megan before. I don't think he's been in a situation like this. Because there's like a little too innocent, there's a little too much innocence going on here, which I find very interesting for a grown man or a grown adult. And I feel like insecurities of not being good enough or not um, matching up to the type of expectations or guy that Megan's used to might start to get underneath his skin, and that could cause some problems for this relationship, which is very unfortunate. I feel like it's more of an internal insecure thing that's gonna cause some issues with the relationship than actual outside forces like an actual ex. I feel like it's more about the comparisons to an ex versus him being like, oh, an ex. Now that I'm with Megan, the ex is gonna try to steal her back. No, I feel like it's more internal than physical. Hopefully that makes sense. Sorry guys, that sounds crazy. If everything sounds so jumbled up, I'm trying my best to get the information out of my head as quickly as possible so I don't forget it. And also at the same time I have to make it make sense to you guys, because just because something makes sense to me doesn't mean it makes sense to you. Because in my head things are a little bit different. And of course, like I promised, I decided to pull some cards to see how Partisan Fontaine feels about, Megan's new relationship. I pulled tarot card to represent, how does he feel about Megan's new relationship with Klay? And I pulled a tarot card to represent, is he jealous of Klay? And then I pulled a tarot card that clarifies the energy between. So let's see. First tarot card that represents how does Partisan Fontaine feel about Megan's new relationship with Klay. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Oh shit. You don't give a fuck? Oh, okay, hold on. And then let me flip the tarot card represents if Pardi is jealous of Klay. We have the Judgment card. Okay. In the tarot card in the middle, we have the reverse Seven of Pentacles. Well, okay, the first tarot card represents, Partisan's feelings about Megan's new relationship has Nine of Pentacles. This is my independent card of focusing on yourself, your abundance, the fruits of your labor, your hard work, your career, your success. So maybe he's trying to act very unbothered by it, and he's focused on himself, like almost like don't care in the world, trying to, work on myself, get my money up and stuff like that. In the reverse, Seven of Pentacles connecting to the Nine of Pentacles, that he only cares about right now is, trying to make some money moves, trying to make that money, do something with his career or something like that. So if Megan's relationship ain't making him no money, he don't give a crap, okay? Right now, he just focused on himself and trying to gain more financial, I guess the word liberation. So we have the Judgment card. I pulled that for is he jealous of Klay? And I'm not sure jealous is the right word, because I feel like the Judgment card connected to the reverse Seven of Pentacles. I feel like him seeing Megan with Klay almost like it was a wake up call that remind him, snap out of it, get on his grind, need to elevate himself. That could be, elevate and connecting himself to different relationships, but also with people who are a higher status or the same as Megan per se. I feel like in Pardi's mind, being jealous of Klay wouldn't really benefit him at all. I don't know. I don't know why that is a weird vibe from Pardi. Like, man, if they ain't make me no money, who cares? Like, if I can't make money off of Megan's relationship, as in, like, I can't play the disgruntled boyfriend or ex-boyfriend who's trying to win her back or trying to do whatever, I guess, revenge or whatever, make money from that. It's kind of like, does it really matter? He seems very focused on money. I wonder what his financial situation is right now. Because for some reason, he's kind of worried about money and trying to make his own money, pave his own path, especially career-wise, like trying to be solo and stuff like that, more independent on his own self. So it feels more focused on, he's like very less focused on Meg. Because it's like, if Megan is not making him no money, why should he care? It's kind of like that going through his brain. Sorry guys, again, I'm trying to interpret it best I can for you guys. The vibe that I'm getting from these cards. Like the only negative feelings I could feel towards this reading when it comes to Megan Thee Stallion and her new relationship with Klay Thompson is Pardi feeling like he needs, get back on his grind. He also needs to elevate, which could be dating people of a higher status, stuff like that. It's only that. That doesn't feel too negative, in my opinion. It doesn't feel that negative. And like seeing Megan with Klay could also push him to, try to, get his stuff together. Like, try to be better, but not in a way for being better for Meg. It's being better for himself. Like, okay, she moved on. She's doing her thing. I need to do my thing, move on, elevate, get up there and stuff like that. You guys know when you have an ex and like if you're in like a similar town or a similar circle, you always want to seem like you're doing better than when you were with your ex. So, that type of thing, like the ego and stuff like that. I feel like there's a little bit of that going on. Just wanting to seem like he's doing better, bigger and better things about Meg and everything. Like everything continue to go great for him even after the relationship and stuff like that. Yep, that's all I got, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed the reading. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and definitely comment below any more reading requests. I have a reading on Lewis Hamilton and Ray. I don't know, some rumors about them dating. That's going to be like a YouTube short, so look out for that one.